Week 3 of college football action was a week of exposure. We found out who maybe some of the pretenders were. We found out what some of the weaknesses were for the top teams in college football. And we also were able to determine teams like Tennessee, who maybe shouldn't have been ranked as high as they were. But one thing that has not been talked about enough after the week 3 slate of games is that Washington deserves to be in the conversation as a top 4 team in all of college football. I said this coming into the year that they were the best team in the Pac-12, that they were the most well-rounded. And so far, after 3 games and after the way that they played against Michigan State, I have plenty of evidence to say that they have been one of the most, if not the most dominant team over their starting stretch of the season. They haven't really been totally tested, but they did play a really good Boise State team that is one of the best G5 programs in the country, and they just walloped a Power 5 program 41-7. Now, I understand Michigan State, they're dealing with a lot right now with the whole Mel Tucker thing. That situation is to be determined, the outcome, and they're dealing with their own turmoil. You're stepping into a situation where, in a way, you're taking advantage of a program that has no identity. It's got no juice. It's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Do they even have a head coach? And to step in, having to play a top 10 team like they did is a difficult task. But at the same time, we need to give credit where credit is due. This is not like a game or an instance where they showed up against a decent P5 team, decent roster. They won by 20 points and they got out of there. No, they went on the road. They beat the crap out of them. They put up a ridiculous 473 passing yards for Michael Penix and another 63 for Dylan Morris, their backup. 536 passing yards was the final total in the day, along with 177 rushing yards. I'm looking less at the score. I'm looking a lot at the offensive production. I'm looking at the defensive dominance, that this team is extremely, extremely well-rounded. And the big reason why I think that Washington is going to go on to beat USC, and I believe that Washington is going to go on to be a college football playoff team at the end of the season, is that they are built to score in under a minute if they need to. They can score quickly. They can pick up huge, enormous splash plays because they have one of the few offenses in college football that is perfectly built to successfully complete deep balls down the field. Michael Penix is the best deep ball thrower in all of college football. He's got a big arm. He's also very consistently accurate with his placement and his touch. And he's got guys like McMillan and Adunze who are jump ball guys who also can stretch the field. They have consistently, on a week-to-week basis, shown us more and more of what they're capable of. And I think as they eventually start to get tested by more difficult games on their schedule, they will show up and dominate in those games. I know, again, they haven't exactly been tested so far. They haven't really played a very difficult 3-game stretch. But as we saw in week 3, a lot of top teams had trouble against teams that many would have expected they should have blown out. Georgia didn't blow out South Carolina. Florida State didn't blow out Boston College. But you know who did blow out the team that they were supposed to kick the crap out of? Washington. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out Bet Online for all of your sports betting needs. For anything that I do betting related, I go on over to betonline.ag and I use promo code BELIEVE50. BetOnline has all of the latest updated odds for the NFL and college football seasons. Anything you need, whether it's futures, live in-game betting, no matter what, your football betting needs are met at BetOnline. And again, make sure you use that promo code BELIEVE50, BLEAV50 to get a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.